Alright guys, so we are going to be talking about The Legend of Lara Croft Tomb Raider series, Season 2 on Netflix. Now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get this out. This season was a little bit more out there than the last season because we have where Laura rescues Sam from a kidnapping and she gets an offer from this other woman to try to help her find different relics that her father took and other ones took, maybe to return them back to their rightful owner. So she starts thinking, she starts investigating this company. Well, the woman does not exactly do what she is saying, and she actually is using the mask for bad, obviously. And then Laura has to go into action and start traveling the world and start trying to save these masks because they are by different gods, and they meet this one Ishu, who he is the bringer of death. He is the main one that kind of is like the main god. And when we start learning more about his family, one's death, one has to deal with water, the other one has to deal with healing, same thing with his other sister, and among others. So again, they go through each one, and again, this woman keeps getting other masks. Laura starts doubting herself, but then she realizes she's got Sam, she's got Jonah, she's got other ones with her that we've met through the first season and then going into this season. And then what's really weird is, again, they really pushed on the whole thing of giving the artifacts back and really push more on what happened during other countries when other countries would invade and take slaves and stuff like that. So they really pushed that on there, and among other things. And then going into the last final part where Laura pretty much just gives almost all her fortune away, all the artifacts that her father had taken or she took, and just gives it away to anybody, I guess, to give it back to the countries that were stolen from. And she's going to take a break. But then at the very end, the one that was the assassin for this woman, Fig, she joins with a so-called childhood friend of Laura that I don't even remember. I'm not even sure if they showed her in the first season or whatever. And then apparently they're going to be going up against her, and that's how it ends. But it's kind of whatever, because I'm wondering if they're going to put that in the games, because there is going to be no season 3. It's been confirmed. There's going to be no season 3, and it kind of feels like I really don't know how I feel about it, because again, the way they did this season was kind of like, I know a lot of people don't like for the whole fact of Laura giving back artifacts when pretty much that's what she does, or she stops war catastrophes. Now, again, it makes sense kind of on both sides, I guess, depending on the situation of letting things go. Because if you really think about it, in the earlier games, she, yes, took stuff, but at the same time, she didn't always get everything, because she ended up saving the world from a catastrophe, or meeting a god that's been alive for however many years that's still human or looks human because of, whatever happened during their past. So again, it's not really too out of the ordinary, but I'm still kind of in between on that. And again, with this series ending, I'm not exactly sure if I'm upset or I'm just happy or kind of like I'll live without it, because again, everybody has their own opinion about who Lara Croft is, or the right voice actress, the right actress, or whatever. Because in all honesty, you can say, oh, it's Angelina Jolie. Oh, you can say it's this person. Oh, it's this person. Me personally, I think the best actor we ever had for Lara Croft was honestly Camille Luddington. Again, she's already put out there that she had a great experience with being Lara Croft, and how she would really like to be continue. But again, I don't know what's going to happen. I think her time as Lara Croft is now done, and we've got a new voice actress that's going to be voicing Lara in the new games. And maybe they're going to pick up on where this season left over. Maybe they'll still have Jonah, Sam, and whoever else that we met. I'm not entirely sure. I like Jonah. I like Sam. As characters. The other characters, I was kind of, I could take it or leave it, but still, either way, I'm kind of hoping they at least continue the story of Laura from the last 3 games that we played, and is able to continue that story, because again, this kind of felt like I don't know, Netflix's version, I guess. I mean, again, it was by Crystal Dynamics, or it was based on the Crystal Dynamics. I'm trying to think if Crystal Dynamics had a lot of say in this Netflix series, but I'm not sure exactly how much. So, again, this season wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best either. It was kind of in between, and again, with the series now ending, I'm kind of wondering exactly where that part of the franchise is just going to say, hey, it's its own thing, or it's going to continue in the game. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the next one.